Jillian.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. What's on your shirt?
This is Truett Seminary, so I'm going to Baylor in the fall. I'll be majoring in religion and minoring in business with a focus in nonprofit studies.
Oh.
So this is just a shirt I got when I went up there one time.
Is Truett Seminary like a part of Baylor?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's their seminary school.
Cool. Why Baylor?
I had never actually looked at Baylor before this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Baylor tends to have a lot of students who are raised from birth as a Baylor Bear,
Yeah.
and I had never even looked at it as an option. I knew it was crazy expensive, and I just didn't really see myself there. And my mom and I were actually going on a tour up to another college, and on our way home, it was about an hour detour to drive by Baylor, and my mom just said, let's go look. It'll be a great day. We can stop
So
at
you
that.
just happened to...
Exactly.
Wow.
And it was funny, the college that we had just visited said, you should look for a sign when you go to a school. So my mom and I pull up at Baylor, and we had never been there before, so we really didn't even know how to navigate the campus. So we just kind of pulled into the first parking lot that didn't say faculty parking. Yeah. And we got out of the car, and as soon as I opened my car door, like the chapel bells started going off, which was just really weird timing. But in my brain, I was like, that's my sign. Like, I'm supposed to go here.
Okay.
And it wasn't that quick of a answer, obviously, but just through the past few months and seeing how God has really just paved the way for me to go there. Like I said, it's very expensive to go to school there, and God has provided well over 90% of my tuition.
Wow.
So it's amazing to see. I very clearly can tell that God is showing me this is where you're supposed to be. Money is definitely not something that's going to keep you from going here. And just with different people I've talked to in the faculty, it's just all around a great school, and I can really see myself flourishing into who God is wanting me to be while at Baylor.
Are you going to miss anything about high school? I mean, friends or teachers or... Because Baylor's a ways
Right.
away.
I definitely think since I moved around so lot during my high school years, I mean, I was homeschooled, and then I went to boarding school, and then I went to public school. I've kind
in
of...
Africa, by the way.
In Africa, yes.
If anybody hasn't read Jillian's article, they should go read it.
Yes,
It's
go read
fantastic.
my article.
Yeah.
I've grown accustomed to change, and so, of course, there will be familiarities I miss. I'll miss being with my family. I'll miss being down the road from my close friends, but thankfully my best friend's coming to Baylor with me, so that's not going to be something that's super... I think I'll miss the simplicity of high school because I know I'm about to jump into the real world, but I definitely am ready for it more than I will miss it.
Is there anything that maybe makes you nervous about college?
I definitely know that my faith will be tested. I've seen that a lot.
Even at Baylor?
Even at Baylor.
Why
I think even more so at a Christian
Really?
campus. I think there's going to be a lot of people with masks on who claim to be Christians, and I can definitely see myself befriending someone who I think is a great person, and then, if I catch them saying, let's go do this, let's go to a party, let's go, I can definitely see myself being a little more torn, and definitely have some heartbreaks along the way with friends and different things like that.
Do you worry about maybe losing some value in your Christianity? I know that a lot of kids, me, in my case, I went off to college and I was like, forget
Right.
church. Do you worry that might be a temptation whenever you get to Baylor?
I think for every Christian going off to college, that's a temptation. I definitely feel like I'll have it a little easier with being a religion major. I'll be surrounded by people who have similar beliefs as me, who are pursuing a career in these beliefs. I do think, though, that will also challenge me in my faith to not, just believe what my parents have taught me the past 18 years, to push myself in my faith and really dig into the Bible and dig into the Word and see what my beliefs are and how I'll defend my beliefs. Because I think growing up, you hear kind of what your parents' defenses are to their faith and how they interpret things, and that's just kind of what you do as well for the most part, and that's what I did at least. And so I'm really excited, more so than worried, about just being able to make my faith my own.